Good evening and welcome to Platte County High School. Tonight's Hy-Vee High School game of the week. It's the third place game of the Platte County Girls Soccer Invitational for 2019 as we've got Liberty North taking on Grain Valley. Hi everybody, Kevin Wyke with Hugh Williams. Welcome to soccer as our Hy-Vee High School game of the week right here on Spectrum Sports. Only game 3 for both these teams. Obviously they lost in their last game, but we got teams experimenting and bouncing back after a loss here.
Yeah, always a challenge early on in the season, but Liberty North have found some strength right down the middle of the park. They got Maya Jones in the center of defense who can attack from the back, Julia Johnson in the middle of midfield, and up top, Lauren Heinenkamp. Mobile, athletic, got a nose for goal. Look out for her for taking long shots as well.
Let's talk more about her in our Hy-Vee player profile. Heinenkamp is a pest that really causes all kinds of problems for the back line.
Yeah, lots of balance. Not your typical number 9 player, but very mobile. Will play the false 9, kind of in between the midfield and the forwards.
And for Grain Valley, probably the most skilled player in this tournament, Raina Childers.
Childers on her way to KU, already made a commitment over there. She's a clever player, high soccer IQ, has that ability to find the space in between the lines.
Grain Valley and Liberty North, the third place game in the Platte County Soccer Invitational. We're back with our lineups and the opening kickoff right here on Spectrum Sports. The Hy-Vee High School Game of the Week is brought to you by Hy-Vee, the official sponsor of High School Spirit. We're in Platte City, Missouri. Temperatures in the low 50s. A little wind out of the northwest, about 10 to 15 miles an hour. There's Steve Person, head coach of the Liberty North Eagles in his 9th year. 4 conference titles and a district title. His team won 16 games last year. And this is the Eagle lineup. Hicks, the all-conference keeper. Heinenkamp scored a goal and got the win for them in their first round game in this tournament against Blue Springs. Chloe Johnson, a very good player as well. And on the back line, or she could play up front, Maya Jones is a college potential athlete. And there's Tyler Nickel, who's got a lot on his mind right now. Hugh, his wife is expecting their second child any day now, but he's also playing in the third place game. His team won 22 games last year.
Yeah, young team, and let's hope he makes it through the whole game, huh?
Yeah. They already have a 2-year-old Jack and his wife Amanda due any day now. And the girls to watch out for, Childers, maybe the most skilled player, number 6 in this tournament, beating a very good keeper as well for the Eagles. Got 2 sets of Eagles here. Let's meet your officials. Osman Chelik will be the man in the middle. Jeff Gaith on the sideline along with Ben Goffner. Liberty North in white, Grain Valley in blue. And this should be a very good matchup here. What are you expecting in this one early on?
You know, it's early in the season, right?
Yeah.
So early on in this game, they're still experimenting. Coaches are still finding the right chemistry between the players. Liberty North, again, we talked about this at the top, the strength down the middle. For Grain Valley to be successful, Childers has to see a lot of the ball.
She usually does, as both these teams in a third place game, so obviously they lost in their last game on a Tuesday night. Liberty North lost 3-0 to Blue Springs South, and Grain Valley lost 1-0 to Staley. But they won their opening game, so they're 1-1 and only their third game of the 2019 campaign. So as Hugh mentioned, there's adjustments. We'll see a lot of players and a lot of experiments going on here with both these coaches.
One of the challenges, Kevin, of high school season, they play a ton of games in a short amount of time, too. So the squad, the depth becomes very important so they can rotate those players.
This will be the third game in 5 days. This tournament started on Saturday, and there's a shot on goal and handled easily by the keeper. Both these keepers, Hugh, Hicks and Beating, these are very high-level keepers.
Yeah, top-notch goalkeepers. You know, Kansas City in general, Kansas City high school soccer has a lot of high-quality goalkeepers, and we've seen 2 quality ones here today.
Beating, who just made that last save, she's headed to Tulsa to play college soccer. Hicks on the other side is an all-conference goalkeeper. She was the keeper of the year in her conference. They play in the Suburban Red Conference. And you got to keep an eye on number 11 in blue, because she's probably the fastest player on the field. And that's, I'm talking about Kaylee Larson for Green Valley.
Yeah, Larson, she's an athlete, right? She's one of those players that's going to go hard. She's athletic, plays basketball as well, and track, so a very good athlete who can be dangerous. She's not going to be giving up at all.
And then we see one of the changes for Green Valley. Arndorfer is now playing on the back line, where we saw her playing more up front in some of the other games, and that's more about those experiments the coaches are using.
Yeah. But going back to Larson, though, that battle between her and Jones, that's going to be interesting. Jones is an adapted midfield player, can also play forward, a very versatile player, but she's strong in the back, and look for her to be attacking from the back, and she'll be matched up early, especially with Larson.
Yeah, we saw Maya play on the back line, and then we saw her play up front in the loss in the semifinals, and she's a highly skilled player. She has the ball on her foot right now, and coaching staff saying she's a college-level player.
For sure, college-level player, high-level college as well.
There's Larson, and Hugh mentioned she's a track athlete. She's a sprinter, and watch for Childers to try to hook up with her on one of those long balls, using her speed to her advantage. Let's see if the Eagles can cross it in. Oh, there's a shot there. Handled nicely by Beating, as she'll outlet it. Rockert will come to get the pass, but
yeah, well, we can look at that again. That's actually a very good ball. Gets to the end line. Watch it, gets a head up early to see where teammates at. And that run coming in from Heineken, just a fraction, a little late, but not a bad ball. Get her hips around that ball a little bit more to pull it out, and that's close to being a tap-in goal. So good early chance.
That was Harkness, I thought, was really crossing it in there, but then you saw Heinenkamp, who has already scored one goal in their win over Blue Springs in their first game on Saturday. It's right in the picture. And Heinenkamp, when you see her on the field, you don't see much. You see just a regular soccer player, but she is a very smart player, and I tell you what, she is a pest for those defenders, for her opponents. There's Childers. Childers with all that skill. You see why she's headed to play in the Big 12. Shot a little wide this time, as Drollinger kind of lost her plant foot as she took the shot there.
Yeah, but still got the shot off. Got to test the goalkeeper early on there. Childers, we saw her touch the ball, and as soon as she got it, there was two players around her immediately. So she's playing in midfield, but for Green Valley to be dangerous, she has to attack from that position. And
Childers is following in the footsteps of her older sisters, who are highly accomplished players. One currently playing for UMKC, and also her older sister Reagan was a very good player as well.
Yeah, Reagan Conference Player of the Year last season, and her sister also was the Freshman of the Year as well last year. So very big-time soccer family from Kansas City, and there's younger ones coming as well.
And that's the sister you were talking about is Rylan. Reagan was the oldest sister, and it looks like Reina is a very good player as well.
Interesting, though, from that goal kick there, we had Liberty North take that goal kick and build out of the back. Instead of going long, they're looking to keep that possession there and just to build with that strength down the middle.
Arndorfer right there, shutting down the Liberty North attack, number 19 in blue, and she is a very strong player. She will be used on free kicks as well. Good moves there by Hayden Paulson.
Yeah, Arndorfer, you just mentioned it there. She's that strong, physical center back. Actually played holding midfield yesterday, so again, another adaptable player too.
Here is Chloe Johnson is a very good player. Now a shot taken and stopped there. That was, I think that was Monaco, the young freshman for Liberty North, taking the shot but beating up to the task.
Johnson with that pass, though, you know what? Creating that space inside the box and didn't quite get hold of it, but she was in a good position to have a go there and keep her handle it well.
Might have been 16 instead of 15. That might have been Trinidad taking the shot instead for Liberty North. But being tested here early. Liberty North, more attacking team right now. Here's Harkness working down that left side like she's prone to do, and then she'll cross it in again. And, oh, wow. Got on a teammate's foot, but couldn't get it on frame. Liberty North continues to pressure, trying to get a shot off, and this one goes wide off the foot of Bailey Newcomer. Good
start for Liberty North. They're getting some success on the left-hand side with Harkness. She's got to the end line a couple of times. Ball bouncing in and around the box and getting those shots off. Didn't get her body there, didn't get the plant foot next to the ball to get any strength on it, but still did a very good job to get that ball into the middle from Harkness.
Newcomer, second team all-conference last year, so she's a player returning with some experience for this team. But we were talking to Coach Person about his team. He said, I'm missing a lot of goal scoring because they lost a player that's now at Indiana State and Sydney Ewing. And they lost a couple other players as well. He's still trying to find some goal scorers for this squad as the ball will be thrown in on the side by Liberty North. But I think a lot of coaches early in the year are trying to find the people who put the ball in the net.
Sure, and we talked about it, finding the chemistry, right, and finding the right system as well. Like, Heineken's a midfield player who's playing up top. She can be very successful in that spot, in that role. Not natural, though, so it's going to take a while for her to feel at ease in that position.
There's Chloe Johnson being a pest near the back line there. Chloe Johnson's a very experienced player for Liberty North. She was second team all-league. So you see the experience is limited for Liberty North, but the players that do have some experience are making a contribution early on in this third place game of the Platte County Invitational. They try to get it into the corner there as trying to run it down for the Liberty North girls. That's the right idea.
Yeah, good idea. Penetrating pass in between the center back and the fullback for a diagonal run from out wide. So very good start. Liberty North certainly on top of this game right now. We saw Julia Johnson in midfield. Her role is just to be the connector, make simple, easy 5-yard little passes, just combine with teammates and find the target players up top.
So we're trying to connect with Johnson for Liberty North. It's Grain Valley substituting in Kendra Seibert. There she is, number 2, senior forward player. And the coaching staff's alerting us that a lot of girls will be playing. And they're just still trying to find their chemistry and trying to set up their lineups. Both of them pretty much playing a 4-3-3, but they're still experimenting and moving bodies around. And we'll see players maybe playing on the back line and then up front. So.
Yeah, I'll be expecting those formations, those 4-3-3 formations to be morphing sometimes to 4-5 in midfield, especially for Grain Valley right now. They got to weather the storm here. They got to slow the game down a little bit. And at times it'll be tough to find that target player up top, but they need to connect passes. Right now, Liberty North really dictating the tempo and the speed of this game.
And they're passing it pretty well. Ball deflects, and Beating got a piece of it, and then it's put in the back of the net.
Heinekamp with the finish there. So with the attack coming, with the numbers of players getting into that box, that goal had to be coming. So players are in there, shot. Keeper makes a good save here, Beating with a good save. But that's the sniffer, right? That's the goal-scoring mentality right there. We've talked about not being a natural forward, but that, boom, anticipation, that ball doesn't even come down. Coaches love tap-in goals. Tap-in goals means that, you know, the final part of it, that's the easy part. What went into it is what really matters. So players into the box, having success on the left-hand side, switching to the right, multiple shots in the goalkeeper. and the center forward there to finish it off with a nice, easy tap-in.
Nice persistence shown by Heinenkamp as just going after the rebound and got her second goal of this tournament. She scored in game 1, got the winner against Blue Springs, and now has an early goal in this one, putting Liberty North on top. Let's see if Grain Valley can respond. There's their big star, Childers.
Surrounded by 4 players, right?
Yeah, she draws a lot of defensive coverage, and she'll find herself on the field turf quite a bit. Imagine that she gets quite a bit bruised up throughout the high school campaign, because she is always picking herself off the turf. She's always got 2 or 3 defenders around her. And a whistle and a foul called on Grain Valley. Free kick to Liberty North, who got the Heinenkamp goal. And Heinenkamp, I mean, that was just her in a nutshell. She's just always seems to be in the right place at the right time. Yes, here's the free kick. Long distance out.
Yeah, but look out for Jones here. This ball should be landing in between the 18 and the goalkeeper, and Jones coming onto the end of it.
And there was Jones. She trying to track it down on the rebound as keeper came out, and Jones was there. As you made the call there, as sending the free kick in was Monaco.
Ball in between, tough position for the defense. You know, let's give credit to Beating here. She's getting pounded, and Beating's coming out strong. Unlucky in the goal, made a first save. The deflection was tapped in, but she's made 3 or 4 very good saves already.
She's been under a lot of pressure, as Liberty North been the more aggressive side thus far, thus the 1-0 lead here. These teams have history. Last year in this same tournament, Liberty North got 3rd. Grain Valley beat them and would go on to win the tournament, as they were the 2018 champions, was Grain Valley. Of course, they would play a regular season game later in the year. Liberty North would win that game 3-1. So these teams have got on the field against each other, and they have a pretty good idea of what they possess.
Grain Valley have had a lot of success in their conference over the last 6 years or so, and really a good program, but very young this year. I don't think they're starting any seniors right now. So a lot of potential here, but for this game, they got to space out the field a little bit. There's absolutely no room right now, so they got to stretch them out. They got to keep possession. Liberty North really dictating the tempo right now.
This is Maya Jones, who's going to work it up the field, showing off her great skills. And you mentioned that she's a college potential player. She is a very good one. She's on the back line. I know she likes to play up front too, and we might see her play up front. She got on the front line maybe in the second half last night in their semifinal loss. But
yeah, when they needed that goal, when they needed that boost going forward, they did push her up. But interesting in that point that Julia Johnson on the ball right now. When Maya Jones went forward, when she joined that midfield, Johnson automatically fell back to cover her spot. Smart midfield play by Julia Johnson.
And it was Johnson who was pulled down by Childers. Free kick awarded to Liberty North. Heinenkamp with the early goal here for Liberty North, and she's been their star. Scored on a header against Blue Springs in their first round game. This time just going on the rebound, and now a newcomer foul, and will go the way of Grain Valley as Seibert hits the deck.
I like it, though. I like the idea of playing that free kick there. They went through the midfield. Didn't work out in that situation, but I like the idea that they tried to keep possession.
Arndorfer, she's got the strong legs. She does a lot of their free kicks. Perdum trying to find Larson in their speedster. We'll try to track it down before it goes out. That'll be a goal kick awarded to Liberty North, but they need to get number 11 involved here, Hugh. How do they get the link up between Childers and Larson going?
Well, right now, they're just too tight. There's not enough space between the defense and the midfield to the forward line. It just seems to be one crowded unit right now. And that pass into the space was the right idea, the right angle of the pass, but a bouncing ball made it very tough for Larson.
And Larson, probably their fastest player, couldn't run that one down, but she did have 19 goals last year. Childers had 22, so let's see if they can get the offense fired up for the Green Valley Eagles. Green Valley plays in the Suburban Blue Conference. They won their conference last year. They also won their district. Lost in sectionals to Kearney, who ended up getting 3rd place. As we get a player down, here's Maya Jones going to send it out. And now the player, that's Brockert, trying to scrape herself off the turf for Green Valley.
And newcomer couldn't find that outlet then, kind of got herself into some trouble. Wasn't able to clear that ball and had to get in very tough for that 50-50 tackle.
That was newcomer colliding with Brockert, and a heavy collision there. Brockert, a skilled player as well. They may need to get number 8 going here. She can put it in the back of the net for Green Valley.
Yep, left-footed, hard-working, kind of, you know, a blue-collar, tough player too. So having newcomer and her going head-to-head, that's 2 strong players going at it.
Jones will take the goal kick.
So this one will probably go long now. So the ball needs to be won in midfield. Look for Childers to be heading this back into the attacking third.
Jones hits it. Can't find a white shirt. Be a throw for Liberty North. Heinekamp the goal for the Liberty North Eagles. Team that won their conference last year, won their district, but they lost in state sectionals to the eventual state champs, Park Hill. So they had a very good season. Both these teams were very strong teams last year. This is just a strong overall tournament, Hugh. I mean, all these teams, you're playing 3 games in 5 days as Childers knocks that out. But you're getting to get some very good teams squaring off here in this 8-team tournament.
Yeah. Coach Ashlyn Brentley at Platte County has done a great job building this. I think it's been going on for at least 9 years, ever since she's been over here, and the tournament's grown over the years. Some quality players. Lawrence Sullivan, who's actually going to be coaching in the next game over here, is a standout player that went on to play at Creighton. Loved this tournament, did a good job. So a lot of quality players, a lot of quality teams, and it's a good kickoff to the season. Good teams going head-to-head.
Yeah, it is a good test to see where you're at. I mean, you have all those training days. I was shocked how many training days they get prior to playing their first game. It's in the double figures.
Yeah, it's about 15.
Yeah.
Yeah, and after that, there's not many, though.
Yeah, then it's just game, game, game.
Yeah.
We're talking with Coach Nickel about how his schedule gets very busy. They got a game Friday, and then they turn around and play one on Monday against the 2 Blue Springs high schools. There's Childers. Hooking up with Brockert. Brockert, almost made the connection there with Arguin, the young freshman.
And look at Jones attacking again. She's that center back who's now playing in the attacking third.
No question, Maya.
And this is the play that's covered for her. So every time Jones goes up, Julia Johnson drops back into her position.
Julia, very tall sophomore. And here's Heinekamp again. Ball on her foot. Finds a teammate, and this one is knocked out as that was Delaney Flanagan taking a shot at close range and beating again. A nice save for GV.
Heinekamp took a very good first touch on the turn, got lucky on the pass, deflected, got to the forward there, and beating once more, was quick off her line. She was at there, smothered that very quickly, closed down the angles, gave away a corner kick, but obviously saved the goal.
She came off her line, and she has been tested. She's headed to Tulsa. She's a team captain, all-conference player. This will be Trinidad with the corner. This is a good one. Gets on the ground, shot taken, and looped in there and beating there to make the stop. Wow, that was a dangerous ball there, Hugh, as that was Monaco kind of looped a funky shot in there. And she's able to make the stop, but this is a good cross here.
Great corner kick into the mix, lots of players, and you know what? Not sure how much she knew about that, right? Was she trying that looping shot? If she was, that's the vision to see that and the idea behind it. Very good. Had Beating backtracking quickly. Again, Beating doing a good job just to get back onto that line very quick. But lovely left-footed little lob shot.
Yeah, I think Beating was expecting a fastball coming at her. Instead, she got a looping curveball, and still up to the task. As Beating has been challenged a lot by Liberty North here in the first half of the third-place game of the Platte County Invitational. Right here on the Hy-Vee High School Game of the Week here on Spectrum Sports. Coming up, we've got the championship game of this tournament, and it should be a good one. We got Staley taking on Blue Springs South, both teams with a handful of scores. There could be some goals in that game. They're both aggressive, offensive-minded squads. As this will be a throw-in for Liberty North.
Kevin, can we just mention, you've got a substitution going in here. Can we mention what a lovely day this is and how ready we are for this? It's been a long winter.
Do you want to mention you were driving home in a rainstorm last night
after
after watching the semifinals?
I was, but look at this today. Lovely day. First day of spring. We're ready for it. Girls soccer, perfect.
Yeah, you can't complain about it. Oh, Arndorfer is a very physical player, and guess who she takes down? The pest back there, Heinenkamp. And Arndorfer's she'll get after you there.
Yeah, Heinenkamp got around the outside. We'll see it one more time here. Look,
no whistle here.
Sneaked in there, and
she got the ball first.
She did. The timing was perfect, and the ball did bounce off Heinenkamp for a goal kick.
But that's what Heinenkamp will do. You'll see 18 just buzzing around that penalty area, and she's got a rebound goal earlier. That is our lone score in the game, and Lauren Heinenkamp is only a sophomore. I think she can definitely play some college soccer.
Oh, for sure. You know, one of those players that's going under the radar will do well at the next level. But you know what? We talk sometimes too much about college soccer. It's time to enjoy this right now. These guys are good players. Kansas City soccer in general does on the girls' side of things, really develops quality programs, quality players. And it's fun to see these guys developing.
Well, it's hard not to talk about the colleges when they're offering at such young ages to these excellent athletes.
Too early. And actually, there's going to be some legislation that's going to be changing that, hopefully, as early as this coming April. Potentially, these girls will not be able to be recruited until their junior season. Good
point there. Yeah, there's some early offers to some very young players. Let's see if Flanagan can cross it in. There's Arndorfer kind of cleaning up the mess there back in the back line for Grain Valley, but Beating has taken a beating here in the first half, but only allowed one goal. Here's Childers. Now this is where she's very effective in open space. And now she's making a gesture to her teammate. I think she wanted some more bodies forward there. She didn't have anybody really to go to.
Yeah, so what's happening is Grain Valley are finding their outside forwards dropping so much into midfield for their defensive work that there's no outlet going forward.
Liberty North firing the shot wide, and we'll take a timeout. More from the Platte County Invitational as you're watching the Hy-Vee High School Game of the Week. You're watching the 2019 Platte County Girls Soccer Invitational right here on Spectrum Sports, along with Hugh Williams. I'm Kevin Wyke, and this is the third place game between Liberty North in white and Grain Valley in blue. An early goal by Lauren Heinenkamp. As she went after her own rebound, she took a shot, bounded back, and just the way she's always sticking her nose in things, able to get it back and put it in the back of the net. That's the scoring to this point, but Hugh talked about her in the open, number 18. That's what she does for Liberty North. She's just always causing trouble for the back line of a opponent. She's already got Liberty North in front in this one, but still expecting some things from Grain Valley as they've got some big stars, and this is their biggest star, Childers, trying to work it up the field. As trying to get it on the foot of one of their speedy players. That's Handy, a freshman who's checked in.
So Childers, nice turn, found the space and whipped that ball across the field. So lot of space on the outside. Handy didn't get the quality first touch she needed, but at least we got the ball forward here for Green Valley.
Arndorfer, she's got that strong leg, and one hops to Hicks, who handles it easily.
Yeah, we've mentioned Beading quite a bit, and she's done a good job back over there, but Arndorfer as well. She's been a strong base in that defense, and she's going up for this header right now, too.
Yeah, she's moving up the field here. She's got the strong leg. Let's see if she can get involved here. And sending it down the line, trying to find the freshman Handy. As once again, both squads substituting freely. They're getting a lot of young players action here. This is the third game in 5 days, and only the third game of the entire 2019 spring season. So here's Flanagan. Good pass up the field. As running it down is Chase for Liberty North. There's two Chases, two sisters, Brooke and Amber. That was Amber. And this is Chloe Johnson into the box with a shot. And guess who? Well, that was sliding. That was Grace Reineke. Lost her balance. And this will be a throw-in after a substitution for Liberty North. But again, Liberty North putting pressure on the Green Valley defenders.
Yeah, and we'll see Duet here. Strong in the back. So, battling through ball in there. So these two players going hard, tough, aggressive, nothing dirty there at all. But early on in the season, you know what, coaches are going to want their players battling and fighting for loose balls. This is where you develop that passion, that whole team chemistry, if you like.
If you're not familiar with Platte County, that was the track she ended up on. Seibert okay. As Childers takes it away from Chloe Johnson, and there's a foul called on Childers. She doesn't necessarily agree, but she'll go back on defense, and a free kick awarded to Liberty North, and Reese Yates, a sophomore, will take it.
Yeah, a little harsh. Not sure if there was a foul there. Battling for the ball, loose ball there. Has as much right to battle for that one. It's a little tough call.
It's a good ball in. It gets down. Flanagan got a piece of it. Another player took a shot over there, and it goes wide, as that was Monaco, and Beading a little slow off the turf, as she has really been under a lot of fire in the first half of this third-place game.
Yeah, I think it was Parker that took that free kick. What a good ball it was, too. Left-footed into the danger area there. Beading coming out strong. Almost got the similar goal, right? That deflection to a tap-in, but just moves a little bit wide this time. But Beading's, you're right. She's throwing her body around. She's being asked to do a lot of things and constantly coming off of that line.
Goal kick now for Beading. And it's taken away. This is Harkness. Harkness gets inside and puts it in. Abby Harkness.
Good finish by Harkness. It was a short goal kick. The first touch control wasn't what it needed to be. Harkness pounced that. So here we go. That touch that they're not exactly what. Harkness, though, strong on the ball, cuts inside, wins that 50-50, sees the goalkeeper come out. Beading wasn't quite fast enough this time. But Harkness had that coolness. Watch this. Just that coolness of a veteran to hit that ball to the side netting. Not down the middle, found the side netting, just inside the post.
Able to beat Arndorfer there to get that goal, the second one for Liberty North. So Heinenkamp and Harkness. The H&H crew for Liberty North now lead at 2-0. Just over 10 minutes to go before Hy-Vee at the half. As we'll have the first half highlights brought to you by your employee-owned Hy-Vee stores. And right now, Liberty North dominating this game. Green Valley not getting much on frame.
Yeah, you know, Kevin, we've talked about a couple of players, you know, the goal scorers, and have a look at also Chloe Johnson in midfield. There's a few Johnsons in this team, but Chloe Johnson is working hard, her work rate. She's kind of in that 10 hole. She's seen a lot of the ball, any loose balls, and then she's trying to make those diagonal passes in between the center back and the outside player.
And trying to run that one down on the sideline was Jamie Parker. Couldn't do it. It'll be a throw in for Grain Valley. Coach Nichols saying he's got some inexperience on his squad. They're still trying to find their chemistry, and they do have some players that can do some damage here. This one far from over. Right now, Liberty North has the momentum on their side and the 2 goals in the back of the net.
And they're being able to rest some of their players too.
Sending it down the field is Yates, the sophomore midfielder. This will be a goal kick awarded to Beating. There you see Reese Yates, the sophomore.
So last time they did go short. They go short again. Can they build this time out of the back?
Yeah, well, there's a lot of pressure by Liberty North. They're not letting them get out of their own area here. That high pressure by the Liberty North Eagles has paid dividends. This is Yates, midfield. Now they'll retreat it and set it up. Maya Jones.
Grain Valley struggling a little bit to string passes together. We see Liberty North here. That's their 3rd or 4th pass already on this attack. We haven't seen Grain Valley do much of that. You know, it's 1 pass, 2 passes, and then they try that long ball. So they need to start connecting, similar to what Liberty North is doing.
Parker. The right idea, looking for Harkness down the field. Liberty North again owning the midfield, and thus that's their domination in this game. It starts with the midfield, and then they've been putting pressure on Beating.
Yeah, Liberty North have defensive players who are comfortable on the ball. They don't feel under pressure right now. They don't feel they have to go long with it. They can, like we talked about, string the passes, build out of the back. They can play the game at their own pace.
Chloe Johnson with the free kick. You talked about her being a very experienced player, all district, 2nd team, all conference, one of their team captains. She'll send it down the field here.
But I'm impressed, Kevin, with her work rate this whole first half. She's been, you know, kind of center left most of the time now. She's playing center on the right side, so her distribution is good, and especially like that work rate.
She doesn't seem to tire. You're right about that. Once again, possession being won by Liberty North. Right now, don't have the stat sheet in front of you, but I would show you right now, Liberty North is dominating all the major stats in this game. If you're not familiar with girls high school soccer, they just free substitute. So you got players in and out of the game. So basically see about 32 girls in this with both squads substituting, and they're using all of them. This 3rd game in 5 days, they need all of them.
Yeah, they need to do that early on. This is almost like a preseason tournament, right? It's a preparation for the rest of the season. Tough games, good matchups, but at the same time, the coaches are still experimenting a little bit, and they need to play multiple players. I think Grain Valley have a game on Friday and next Monday. That's a lot of games in a short amount of time, and this may be one of the negatives of high school soccer and why maybe there's a lot of ACL injuries. You know, too many games in too short of a time, perhaps.
Yeah, they played 27 games last year, if you're talking about Grain Valley, as Seibert.
So it's important, right, that the coaches manage that. They need to manage the minutes of all their players.
So everybody's going to get some time here. Arndorfer trying to keep it with Grain Valley, but that's been a tough task here in the first half. And there's Chloe Johnson, always in the center of things. And And she's going to get it started to Heinenkamp. Look out here. Danger City. Good pass. Harkness kind of mishit it there. It looked like she hit it off the side of her foot, or she could have had her second goal of the game.
Yeah, we'll see that. What a good ball that was from Chloe Johnson. Nice touch. Wasn't able to get quite in front of the defenders. Flicks it across. And that ball, that needs to be hit with the left foot in that situation. So your shoulders need to be facing the ball sideways on and plant that right foot next to it and then hit it with your left foot. So use the wrong foot there. It's always going to slide wide if you're going to use the furthest foot from that angle.
Harkness, a senior forward, has the second goal. Heinenkamp has the first for Liberty North. And you almost saw them hook up on a third goal as we wind down the first half in the third place game here in Platte County at the Girls Soccer Invitational. Earlier in the fifth place game, Blue Springs beat the host team, Platte County, 1-0 to get fifth place. And earlier in the week, St. Pius ended up seventh place as they beat Belton in the seventh place game. Still got the championship game coming up next. Staley and Blue Springs South. Stay tuned for that one. Got some very good scores in that one. Bree Severance, Blue Springs South, is the leading goal scorer in this tournament thus far. 4 goals in 2 games. There's Maya Jones sweeping that back line, and Childers is still playing hard in the midfield, but
love that. You know, her game is an offensive game, right? She's technical, she's creative, but this is not the type of game she's going to be able to do that. So she needs to do the dirty, hard work coming back to. That's the sign of a good player that's ready to commit to her teammates right there.
Liberty North lost it on the sideline. It will be a Green Valley throw. Substitutions checking in. Kaylee Larson back in for Green Valley, and that's a name they want to get the ball on her foot because she's got the speed.
Looks like they've switched things up. It looks like they've got Lawson in midfield now, and they got Childers up top.
Trying to find something.
Yep.
Here's Childers.
Now she's got to find Lawson. Use that speed.
There to deny the pass down the field was Paulson.
Clever by Johnson again. Didn't need to go forward. Set it up. Just get balanced again. Connect these passes. That's the false pass already.
Oof. This newcomer took one up the field and went right off of Childers from close range. We'll have a foul on Liberty North and a free kick awarded to Green Valley. So some potential here for a late first half score for the Green Valley Eagles.
Not enough targets right now, not enough players moving. This is going to be just knocked into the box and then 50-50 battle.
Trying to find Childers, and there's Maya Jones heading it out for Liberty North.
Yeah, the 50-50 battle was dominated by Maya Jones then.
That's where Childers, you know, you were talking about her skill level is very highly, it's a high level, but strength as a player, she's still a young woman. She'll get stronger as she gets older. Childers, always drawing a crowd, and that's another thing, you know, you gotta.
Sure. She's not a physical player yet. She's a technical player, finds spots, finds openings, creative in one-on-ones. But right now, in this stage of her development, she is going to get knocked off the ball. That's going to change as she gets older.
Harkness. And they get it out. They're going to cross it, and well, I thought they were going to cross it more in the middle of the field instead of went wide. And that'll be a goal kick. As number 16 there, Trinidad, the cross.
It didn't quite get her hips around it. You know, Trinidad started the game playing in the back. Now she's pushed more forward. She's playing in midfield. But the player that got the ball to her was Hennenkamp. Just Hennenkamp's comfort level on the turn. It just looks easy for her.
Counting down the time on the first half, dominated by Liberty North. Heinenkamp and Harkness goals for the Eagles of Liberty North in the third place game of the Platte County Girls Soccer Invitational. Childers still looking for some goals here for Grain Valley, trying to find their offense as it's 2-0 at halftime. Back with Hy-Vee at the half. You're watching the Hy-Vee High School Game of the Week right here on Spectrum Sports. Welcome back to Hy-Vee at the half, third place game of the Platte County Girls Soccer Invitational. Time now for the Hy-Vee first half highlights, and all about the North Eagles here, Hugh.
Yeah, look at this. We see this player Harkness right now. Got space on the left side. Didn't quite pull that ball back, but an early test there for beating who played well this first half. Chloe Johnson knocking the ball into the box again and beating again with that good save. Ball comes across, Beating touches it, and that's that first goal. Heinenkamp at the right place, right time, anticipating the shot. I'm gonna say it over and over. Beating really being tested. Watch this lob shot here now. Look at that, and then she gets back just in time for that. The lone save, I guess, for Hicks there. Hicks didn't get much to do, and this is the second goal. Disappointing defensive work, but Harkness, look at this battling right there. And then the composure at the end, not to just smash the ball, but to find that side netting with almost a passing finish.
A lot of smiles in that Liberty North huddle. They had a very good first half with Heinenkamp and Harkness scoring the goals. They look like a loose team. And now on the other side for Grain Valley, not so many smiles. And what are they talking about over there, Hugh?
We talked already. They're young. This is a good test for them. And you know what? Coaches kind of like this, right? How are we going to react now? The coach has to challenge them. You know, it's 0-0 in your brain right now. Let's win this half. Let's get the first goal back. They have to, though. They're to get back into their game. They have to push Jones, the newcomer, draw them out of the middle, and then have their players, Childers and Larson, penetrate down the middle, but they got to move those two center backs first. Third
place game between Liberty North and Grain Valley to be followed by the championship game, and that's going to be a good one. Blue Springs South taking on Staley. That will come right after this one's done, but a very good first half for that player right there in white, number 7, Harkness. She's been everywhere for the Eagles.
Yeah, popped up early on the left-hand side, scored the goal on the right-hand side, and that goal was ability, but it was determination as well. She really penetrated, took on 2 defenders, and didn't panic on the shot, placed the shot to the side netting.
Ready for the start of the second half. Liberty North in white, Grain Valley in blue. Grain Valley, an uphill climb here in the second half.
You got to change things up. They got to change the tempo, change the speed. It's too much in Liberty's control right now. They're able to string passes on too easy. Perhaps they need to push a little higher. Grain Valley need to push their defenders higher, so to take away these easy little passes.
Beautiful day here in Platte City. Temperatures in the low 50s. A little bit of a northwest wind, but overall, this tournament started on Saturday. It was a little bit chilly on Saturday.
No cross, backside.
Already Liberty North putting pressure on the Grain Valley defenders, as that was Heinenkamp again. And we talk about she's a pest, and she's always putting pressure on that back line.
You know, we talked earlier again, though, she's not the natural number 9, not the natural target player. She's going to pop up in different spots, which actually makes it more difficult for that defense.
There's Chloe Johnson, who's been a key figure for Liberty North in the first half. Shot to the side of the netting, and that'll be a goal kick, as that was Heinenkamp. Talk about soccer smarts. Tell you what, that's what this young lady possesses. She's only a sophomore, 2 goals thus far in the tournament. new keeper in now for the Liberty North squad, as they brought in Gabby Burns, a junior. She's a taller keeper. We've seen her and Hicks split time for Liberty North, so the new keeper in for Liberty North. There's a look at Gabby. Also plays basketball. She's a junior. She's a taller keeper. She's about 6 foot tall. Hicks a little shorter. Both very athletic girls. Dangerous pass there as Green Valley needs some kind of break here. They need something to pounce on here and take advantage, because I think if they can put one in the back of the net, this could be a very interesting second half. Trying to find Kaylee Larson, but her speed couldn't run down that ball.
Trying to find those pockets, trying to find the space out of the back.
Foul on Green Valley. Free kick awarded to Liberty North, and Maya Jones gonna take it short. Rockard getting it back for Green Valley. Still can't string anything together, though. There's Chloe Johnson, one of Liberty North stars. Ball knocked out by Green Valley. It'll be a throw for Liberty North.
So a little slower tempo for Liberty North here. They're in control of the game. I do think they need to pick up the pace a little bit. They were getting more success. The quicker they were playing, the more successful they were.
Good pass by Chloe Johnson. That's Trinidad moving up the field. Lost her balance there. Arndorf were able to knock it away. Good thing started for Childers and Green Valley, and they'll call a foul on Liberty North. Free kick for GV. Gonna have Arndorfer take it. She's one of their strong kickers of the ball, trying to find Larson down the field, but there's Liberty North right there. Maya Jones. Any 50-50 ball. Number 5 in white seems to have it thus far in this one.
Yeah, I don't think you're going to knock that player off the ball. That's for sure. She's got that balance. She's got the strength, but also the composure. The difference, I think, though, for Liberty North is that they have the composure at the back to trust each other to build the ball, not just by knocking it long, but to build it with those little passes.
Reinecke, Harkness. And looking in the middle there for Heinenkamp. Rockard. Throw for Green Valley. Escana in there.
Yeah, Escana doing a good job to turn it around, but she's on this left-hand side, natural right-footed player, so she's cutting inside, so it makes it tough for her, but a nice little turn under pressure.
Chloe Johnson fouled. It'll be a free kick to Liberty North.
Chloe Johnson's a buzzer, and it seems like she's buzzing all over that midfield, gets on the end of any loose ball.
She's a second-team all-conference player, all-district. One of the team leaders, the team captain. We see more of the possession game for Liberty North. You're just kind of keeping it away and hunker down on defense.
They're going to keep possession, but not to hunker down. No, they're just going to keep possession just to catch the opposition off balance. Jones was a little too casual on that pass across the face of the defense there. And they've done that a couple of times to start the second half. We didn't see that in the first half, so they've come out a little bit slower, a little flatter in the second half. Still comfortable, but they need to pick up the energy just a little bit.
It's Paulson on the side there. Be a Green Valley throw. Hayden Paulson, also one of the team captains. One of the seniors on this team. Arndorfer going to take the shot. And that will challenge the keeper, and Gabby Burns right there to make the save for Liberty North.
Yeah, and they've switched Arndorfer now into that holding midfield spot. So that's their attempt to fill that space in midfield a little bit. So she's going to be into the 6th spot in midfield. So look for her to defend anything down the middle, but also to attack more often and get those shots off.
Speaking of Arndorfer, as Jones will send it out of play.
I'm sorry.
There's Maya. She mishit that one, and she sent it off to the side. Green Valley trying to find some offense here in the second half. And Platte City is planes flying over from KCI as we are up near the airport. Childers mishits that one, but it still ends up at the right destination with Brockert. Kana saves it on the sideline. Brockert draws a crowd. A lot of white shirts around her. Liberty North will have it back as they'll have a free kick after a foul. It's going to be on Childers, and now she's going to get a talking to, maybe a card here.
I don't think it's going to get a card, but yeah, just to kind of calm her down just a little bit. Trying to be a difference maker, though, trying to create something out of nothing.
Got to understand her frustration a little bit. I mean, she's trying to do a lot out there, and she needs some help as there's a good pass down the field. Harkness is onside, hits it anyway. It gets past the keeper for her second, so a brace for Abby Harkness. As the collision, the ball got through, and she's got 2 goals, and it's now 3-0 Liberty North early second half.
Yeah, Harkness, similar finish. Again, placed the finish, had the composure on the one-on-one finish, but it all started. Watch this pass. That penetrating pass beat the offside trap. Nothing the goalkeeper could have done about that. The composure of the forward, but that was all set up by the timing of the run and the quality of that pass from the play we've mentioned over and over. Now, Chloe Johnson in midfield picked up the loose ball and made that through ball, beating two center backs just with one pass.
Chloe Johnson the assist. Harkness now with 2 goals. Heinenkamp with 2 goals as far as the tournament is concerned. Harkness having a day for Liberty North in this 3rd place game of the Platte County Girls Soccer Invitational. Childers, Brockert, trying to get it to Larson. Maya Jones says, I don't think so.
Maya Jones recovered well there because she was caught out of position a little bit. Larson was behind her looking for that through ball, but Maya Johnson was able to get that foot on.
Brockert. And there's Maya Jones. The defender that she is, she knocks it out. It'll be a Green Valley throw. Trying to find Larson, and went overhead. Brockert able to get it back. Ascana. McKay back out there. Saw her get nicked up in the semifinals, but she's out there playing. Now it's Heinenkamp, Harkness again. That combination, the H&H girls. Harkness able to keep it in play, but then she sends it out at the back line.
Kevin, we saw the difference then in the tempo and the speed of the transition from defense to offense from Liberty North. Green Valley takes a little too long to transition from one section to the other. North were pouncing on that loose ball as soon as they had that half a chance.
Monaco trying to turn and take a shot there. A lot of blue shirts around her to deny her. Brockert finds the foot of Childers. And here's Shields. Let's see if they can get something developed here. And immediately Trinidad denies them at midfield. This will be a throw in for Liberty North. Childers still playing hard, but you can see a little frustration on her face.
Liberty North, you got
there that's you see, if you watch a Green Valley soccer match, that's a picture you're going to see a lot right there. Childers picking herself up with the field.
Sandwich between Trinidad right there and Monaco. And we're just going to say that Trinidad, Monaco, and Chloe Johnson, those, you know, the threesome in midfield, there's some feistiness there. There's some determination. They play with that aggression and determination to win loose balls out there. So it's tough to get any space at all. So those guys, you know, play with an attitude.
Chloe Johnson and Childers battling. Childers will send it wide to Ascana. Harkness able to knock it away. And Harkness still keeping it alive. She's already got 2 goals in the game. She's going to take a shot here. This one would have been wide as she mishit that one.
Yeah. Should have kept on going there. Took that shot a little too early. Battled well, won the 50-50 ball, and then she could have gone all the way to goal there. Just knocked that ball in front of you, run with it, and plus you had support going with it too. They had other players up top, so she could have taken it all the way into the box, taken a shot, then all past it square for a teammate. That's that win. That's the battle. Look, she's on the 30-yard line. That's going, and then head goes down, looks at the ball, hits it, but there's a teammate on the other side to keep on going. There was no defender there. Get into the box.
Harkness checking out. Flanagan in. So Monaco checking out. Harkness, though, the star of the game for Liberty North.
Big factor in her work rate, space on the outside, combining with teammates, and of course scoring 2 goals.
So the foul behind the play. Be a free kick awarded to Green Valley. Green Valley won their initial game. They beat St. Pius in the 9 a.m. Saturday morning game on a penalty kick situation, 4-3. But still, they haven't been able to score much as they lost to Staley 1-0 in the semifinals. So goals not coming for the Green Valley Eagles. Childers has their lone goal, and that was in the St. Pius game, the first game, Saturday morning. Here's Larson. The cross. It's Trinidad there. I think she got a knee on it, and the keeper goes way out and goes and gets that and gets hit. And that's Gabby Burns. Once again, they're playing 2 keepers for the Liberty North squad. Hicks plays the first half, and now Burns in the second half here, and he's way out.
Yeah, we see her battling, and then you see the 2 players, you know, they tried to stop, but they got to go for that ball. They got to try and do something to get back into this game. Burns, really a comfortable save for her.
But lurking in the area were Larson and Childers. Waiting for a bobble or a loose ball. Johnson. Chloe Johnson, she's the instigator out there. She has an assist. Keeping it alive for Liberty North is number 4. Tell you what, she has so much energy, and she's not very tall. She's got to be around a little over 5 foot, maybe. But she's all heart out there. Jones, the heart of their defense. Johnson in the midfield, and then you've got Heinenkamp scoring goals along with Harkness. It's looking like a pretty good combination for Liberty North. That's why I think their coach is pretty excited about the prospects for 2019.
Well, that midfield for Liberty North, it's dynamic, it's got the speed, it's got the energy. They can defend with tenacity. And then you got Julia Johnson right behind the 3 of them. The 3 in the middle there, counting Trinidad, it's an outside back, but she pushes into that midfield. But Chloe Johnson, Monaco, a tough, aggressive. Julia Johnson just sits behind those guys, so she's always the outlet. Anytime that they want to go backwards, she's always going to be available for them as that pivot player.
Trinidad out, Johnson in. Drollinger in for Grain Valley. You mentioned Grain Valley, they're not going to have much time to get their bearings set. They got a Friday matchup against Blue Springs, and then they turn around and play on Monday. So they host Blue Springs on Friday the 22nd, then Monday they're at Blue Springs South. And Blue Springs South, we'll see them in the championship game against Staley right after this one. It's Platte County Invitational.
The one thing that we haven't seen a lot of from Grain Valley today is the interchanging of positions. You know, the defenders have really been defensive players. To be successful at this level, you have to have the defensive players joining the midfield then joining the offense as well. And give credit to Liberty North that have stopped that from happening, but really Grain Valley have to figure out a way to get their players into the different thirds of the field.
Here's Childers. And guess who's on her? Maya Jones. Drollinger coming up on the play, and it's taken back by Liberty North and Chloe Johnson. Johnson sets it to the side. Grain Valley having trouble putting some offense together. And shut out here in the second half of the third place game. Here's Brockard. Childers trying to turn on Maya Jones. That's a tough assignment. Maya wins that one. Novak trying to keep it in play for Grain Valley. Paige Novak. Speedy forward for the Eagles. Will have a throw in on the side.
We are seeing Childers posting up a little bit higher now too. They got to take risks. They got to start having her away from that midfield, closer to the goal, so she can pound some shots.
Coach Person, though, got to be happy with how his team's played. Come out and dominated this game. Put 3 goals in the net. We got a whistle. A free kick coming here for Grain Valley. They need all the help they can get here. They need a situation where they can put one in the box and see if they can take advantage here, as Arndorfer will probably take the free kick. Well, now Childers is moving over. Both of them have strong kicking legs. Childers.
Yeah, but they do need Arndorfer in the box, though. If she's not going to be taking it, she needs to be in the middle of this so she can.
She's not. Let's see who they're going to try to find here in the box. I don't see anybody really. Yeah, that's the dilemma they have right now.
Yeah, I feel comfortable that Jones will be able to attack this. Anything high in the box, you know, Newcomer and Jones have handled those fairly comfortably all game long.
Newcomer headed it out. That'll be a corner now for Childers. Now they'll move up a lot of blue shirts into the box. Knocked out. That'll be a goal kick. So not much.
Not a lot of chances. Not a lot of even half chances for Grain Valley the whole game. Goalkeepers haven't been tested. Need to, you know, we can have a look at the corner again. Not enough movement. We see a lot of standing players, and it's going to be tough to create opportunities. You know, players are reacting instead of anticipating and forcing the play to happen.
Drollinger got a foot on it, but that shot really didn't scare the keeper at all as it went wide. Grain Valley with the throw on the near side. North now with the throw. And Heidenkamp started the scoring early on, then Harkness with 2 goals. 3-0 Liberty North. Third place game. Of course, Liberty North got third place in this tournament last year. Grain Valley, the defending champs, looking at 4th place right now. Still have just over 18 minutes to equalize here, but it's going to be a tall task because they have not had much offense going. As it'll be a foul on Liberty North. Scrappy Chloe Johnson, who's been a star in this game for the Eagles.
Love that description, scrappy. That, you know, that's who she is. She's that kind of that dynamo in midfield. She's battling. She made a couple of good passes, got a great assist, but always kind of mixing it up, winning loose balls. She's had a good game.
And number 5 there, Maya Jones, has had a very good game on the back line for Liberty North. Arndorfer takes a long-range shot, handled easily on a couple of bounces by Gabby Burns, the second-half keeper for Liberty North. Hicks and Burns, I don't think, have really broken a sweat in this game. They haven't really been tested by Grain Valley. Not too many shots on frame by the Grain Valley Eagles.
But more pressure now that they're starting to push up. They're starting to close down earlier in midfield. A little bit more urgency there.
At number 5, she's putting the brakes on a lot of it. She's right there. Maya Jones has played a very good game for Liberty North. That's what she does. She's a high-level player.
The organized defensive unit. When I say defensive, they start their defense with the offense. There's pressure from their forwards to create, and their midfield is feisty. And then it's those 2 center backs are tough to beat, and they're outside backs. Nobody's got around them on the outside either. So only half chances at best for Grain Valley. That's an organized, mature defensive work by Liberty North.
Liberty North foul. Arndorfer, who has the strong leg. This is within her range. She can knock this in here as they set up a 2-player wall 10 yards away, and Arndorfer put the right leg into it. Let's see if she can get it on frame. Sent it, and she does. So it is Arndorfer from long range on a free kick, knocking it in, and Grain Valley is on the board.
How about that? Long range shot. Caught the goalkeeper. I think we got Burns, who I'm not sure if she was expecting a cross there. Sun's in her eye, lobbing over her, and just got caught off her line there. So long range effort. Not a lot of movement up top over there. Just the goalkeeper caught out of position a little bit.
Arndorfer, returning starter, all-conference player, and team captain. It's Grain Valley on the scoreboard here. Just over 16 to play in a third-place game. Let's see if this gets the momentum shifted in the way of the blue team here, as Maya Jones tends to snuff out any attacks there on the back line. Valley for a giveaway, trying to take advantage. So I'm going to go out for a goal kick.
So this next 5 minutes will be big. 5-6 minutes needs to be lots of energy, and there needs to be lots of high pressure, high speed game from Grain Valley. Create turnovers. Liberty North have to kill the game with possession, have to find their forwards again. So really pushing higher now, Grain Valley. A little more urgency in their play, so the next 5 minutes will be critical here.
Let's see if the North Eagles can salt this one away, as Childers taken away. Trinidad's had a nice game, and We will take a timeout and get the wrap up of the third place game here in Platte County. You're watching the Hy-Vee High School Game of the Week. Back to second half action in the third place game, and there you see Childers taking down Trinidad, and she got a yellow card for that. So Reina will leave the field, and it'll be a free kick awarded to, you see the man in the middle, Osman Chelik, going to the back pocket, and Childers, she was warned earlier. It'll be a free kick to Liberty North. Green Valley Star a little frustrated as she'll be back out there soon enough.
Yep. That yellow's been coming, right? She's a couple of late challenges. But as a coach, you're okay with it because you're trying to fight back into the game. She's battling. She has that pride and determination to get back into it. So that's what needs to happen now for Green Valley too. They have to play high, and this is the difference. Early on, Liberty North were able to pass comfortably out of the back. Now the tempo's changed a little bit because of the numbers pushing forward.
It's going to be a Green Valley throw. Yeah, the momentum has shifted. That goal has given this team a little confidence, speaking of Green Valley. They get a free kick goal from Arndorfer, Kira Arndorfer, the junior. Sense of urgency is picked up for Green Valley. And there's Johnson breaking free now for Liberty North. A little counter action. He's going to take the shot. Nice save, though, by Beating as she knocks it aside for a corner for Liberty North.
Beating once again. We've seen this over and over today, coming off in 1v1 situations, stayed strong. We see the difference here. Watch Johnson this time. Watch this first time. Boom. Right in front of her and kept on going. Penetration, penetration. Got into the box. Good save by the keeper.
Trinidad is going to take the corner for Liberty North here.
Be on his whistle.
Thank you.
Where is number 18?
We need to hang this ball right on top of the goalkeeper here so Jones can head it in the far post.
Jones does head it. Jones keeping it in possession of Liberty North momentarily.
Much better by Green Valley. They're pushing it quicker forward. More players are going forward, so they're forcing those mistakes from the Liberty North defenders.
Childers still on the bench for Green Valley. A lot of contact there. Midfield. Yates. Maddie Mackey has checked in. Newcomer battling for Liberty North.
The newcomer got herself in trouble there, but kept on going right through all those tackles.
Fine chase down the sideline there. Liberty North to throw in is this is Mackey. See the players huddle up there. That'll be our next game coming up. Staley and Blue Springs South, the championship game of this tournament. This is the third place game. There are the Staley Falcons. They are 2-0. They're a scrappy bunch of fighters. They're a very aggressive team taking on a very aggressive South team from Blue Springs. Blue Springs South. It should be a fantastic championship game coming up after this one's done.
Yeah, some quality offensive players there. Staley with a lot of depth on their team.
Liberty North just trying to salt away this game, get third place for a second straight year, win their second game of the year. Jones pressing up now and crossing it. And the ball is bobbled there. It's still loose. Jones pounces on it, but it goes out at the end line. Let's see, was there a hand involved there, Hugh? Working against the sun and the distance here, and
you can see Beating, though, holding her hand out. I think it might have tipped her right on the top. Yeah.
Yeah.
The goalkeeper's hand. Oh,
yeah, Johnson got a piece of that.
Yeah. But still a goal kick either way. We're taken from the same spot.
Maya Jones becoming more active as she's moving up the field.
And Maya Jones is the one who made that cross in from the left-hand side forward position. So that's just center back playing the left wing position.
Reese Yates will take one from distance, handled easily by Beating. Under 10 to play in your third place game.
That's
tackle
newcomer
there, yeah.
That's newcomer then, so it's the other center back in the left wing position. So
Duet there, the sophomore.
Yeah, Duet's made a couple of strong tackles now, but I'm impressed with Liberty North, though, having that flexibility to attack with their center backs. Going back, Duet strong, physical, not a foul, good timing on it.
Physical game here, especially in the second half. See Brooke Chase making contact.
Chase a couple of times now has gone in hard, looking for those loose balls.
With the Chase sisters, Amber and Brooke, on the Liberty North squad. As free kick awarded in midfield to Reese Yates. Trying to find Maya Jones at the other end. Maya got a foot on it. Oh, just sent it wide. Good attempt, though, by Maya.
She wanted that, too. Got all the way from it was a late decision to attack, communicated with her teammate. We'll see her here going all the way across here. Good ball. She's on the right-hand side now. Look, there she comes, pops up on the inside, and with the outside of the right foot, just gets around it just a fraction too much. She wanted that.
Well, she's had an excellent game, especially on the back line, but you mentioned that she can play up front, too, and she can score goals. She's that kind of multi-dimensional player.
She is a very good player, versatile player. I think her best position is center back. She loves to go up top, which is a good thing, right?
Doesn't everybody?
Yeah, but playing in different position is helping her develop. So when she does become at that college age, she'll be comfortable. If she does play in the back, she'll be comfortable to play technical soccer from defense.
A throw for Grain Valley, I believe. Legal throw in by Parker there for North, and give Grain Valley a chance here as the clock is dwindling. Now a foul on Parker. So Parker, a bad throw in and then a foul. And
she's not happy.
This is in range of Arndorfer.
Yep.
Let's see if she knows. It's Childers moving over to take this. Childers back in after her yellow card.
But do we have Arndorfer in the box this time?
Let's see.
Nope.
I don't see number 19 out there, so it'll be Childers going to take this. See if she can get it on frame. She loops it at Gabby, and Gabby, right place this time. She doesn't get beat, and she'll send it down the field. Arndorfer, a little more steam on hers.
Yeah, we missed that substitution when she went out.
Foul on Johnson for Liberty North. Free kick for Grain Valley as the clock winding down. Their lone goal on a free kick by Arndorfer. Childers, a big star. And held in check. You got to give the Liberty North defenders their props is Maya Jones and company have really done a good job of keeping number 6 in check in blue.
Yeah, but also that midfield. There's been no space at all for her in midfield. You get that Monaco, Chloe Johnson, and the other Johnson, Julia Johnson in midfield. That they've kind of taken the space away from her too.
Perdam to throw it in for Grain Valley. Novak for Grain Valley. Shot going to be taken from distance there by Tristan Clark, the junior. Not much pace on that one. Gabby Burns, no problem there.
Just that deflection took any power out of it.
Childers still battling hard.
Still battling, but she does need to be careful, though. She's a competitive player. She doesn't need another yellow card now.
It's Delaney Flanagan, and she loses it out of bounds. It'll be a throw in for Grain Valley. Delaney Flanagan, also a tennis athlete and a swimmer at Liberty North. A lot of contact there by Grain Valley, and let's see, there's going to be another talking to, and this time it's going to be the freshman Arguin, as Trinidad is slow to get up. Reese Yates coming over the ball to take the free kick.
Yates will take the free kick for Liberty North.
Jones will be the target again, in between the goalkeeper and the last line of defense.
Number 5 in black. She get on it? Nope. Harkness trying to keep it in possession for Liberty North. Harkness has the brace, the 2 goals. Heinenkamp has the 3rd.
Substitution for Liberty North.
We haven't seen a lot of Heineken in the second half.
Well, she's played a lot of minutes in this is their 3rd game in 5 days, and yeah, you're right. I've not seen number 18 in white out there. Next action for Liberty North will be a Tuesday game at Truman. That'll be a conference game. So. Perdam to throw for Grain Valley. Needed some instant offense here. Only scored 2 goals in this tournament, 3 games. See Handy, the freshman out there. So don't have long to wallow over this loss. They got a game coming up Friday. They take on Blue Springs, who got 5th place in this tournament. Should be an interesting matchup. Friday at Grain Valley. Those schools near each other.
Not long to wallow, but no need to wallow either.
No, they haven't played poorly. It's a rivalry game, and
sure, but it's still preseason. Like,
yeah,
still
early.
very early. This is all the learning part. The teams are getting together. Coaches are very happy with the attitude and the effort that the players have shown in practices and in these early games. We've talked to all the coaches now, and that's the constant, feedback that we get is that we're building that team culture. We're finding out our strengths, and so with so many games in short amount of time, these are tests as players, test physicality as well, and their fitness early on.
Clark the throw in. And I think these teams are getting a lot more out of this tournament than a training session. As you can see what's developing with your squad. It's 18 tournament early on. Coach Brantley and Phil Dorman, the athletic director, do a good job with this tournament. It's just the recipe for all these teams to get a lot of bodies running out there and get a lot of PT, and hopefully nobody gets injured. But you'll have a pretty good look at your early squad as far as the season goes. I mean, just a couple of games in.
1 minute remaining in regulation.
We'll go under a minute to play here in your 3rd place game. It's Clark again with another throw for Grain Valley.
Way better performance in the second half by Grain Valley, but Liberty North, dominant performance overall for them, able to keep possession, penetrated with dribbling, penetrated with passes, quality players in lots of positions. I'm really impressed with that midfield of theirs.
Goals by Heinenkamp and Harkness. Harkness had 2. Those are the 3. So Coach Person will go to 2-1 on the year. His team will get 3rd in this tournament. 4th place will go to Grain Valley. And they'll drop to 1-2 as Maya Jones says, wait a minute, we're not done yet here.
Yeah, talking about being very impressed. What a good game she's had today, too.
Counting it down here. He's going to try to get another shot on goal. This one deflects out front, as that was Reineke. And that'll do it. 3-1 winners, Liberty North. A brace for Harkness. And Liberty North will get 3rd and 4th to Grain Valley. Maya Jones, big game for the Eagles. And a brace for Harkness. And we're back to name our MVP of the game. Brought to you by Midland Marble and Granite right after this on Spectrum Sports. Well, the 3rd place game in the books, and it was dominated by Liberty North as they get up 3-0. Grain Valley got a goal from Arndorfer in the second half, but Liberty North, the dominant team. And it's time now to name our MVP of the game. It's brought to you by Midland Marble and Granite, the premier source for flooring and granite countertops. You can visit them today at midlandmarble.com. And what do you got for us, Hugh?
I think the MVP has to be Harkness. We see her there getting around the outside, into the box. We also, watch this goal right here, determination, effort, one goes through a challenge, and then kept the composure to get that left foot slot pass. It's a pass other than a shot. So determination there, head up, finds a spot, side netting, finish. Scored another goal in the second half. The pass there from Chloe Johnson. This time scores with a right foot. Similar finish, left-footed goal in the first half, right-footed goal in the second half. Coolness, finisher. Today's MVP, we got it right there, Harkness, Abby Harkness.
Senior forward with the 2 goals, Heinenkamp with the other, as 3rd place goes to Liberty North for a 2nd straight year in the Platte County Girls Soccer Invitational. Special thanks to the AD at Platte County High School, that is Phil Dorman. Also the Platte County soccer coach, Ashlyn Brantley. Thanks to our coaches, Steve Person of North, Tyler Nickel of Grain Valley. Our producer's been Joe Novacek. For Hugh Williams and our entire Spectrum Sports broadcasting crew here in Platte City, Kevin White saying so long from the 2019 Platte County Soccer Invitational. The final once again in our 3rd place game. All about the Eagles of Liberty North. They win it 3-1 as we say goodnight from Platte City, Missouri.